Hi guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. How you guys doing? So, if this is your first time of seeing my pretty face as usual, try to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know what we do here. Always keeping it real with Sophia Gold. So today we're making this shirt jacket I made. I'm putting on. We'll be making it. I'll be showing you how I made it from start to finish. Remember, it's always beginner friendly. So stay tuned. Please try to subscribe to my YouTube channel once more. Click on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. And if you find this video helpful, please you can also share among your friends and leave your comment down below the comment section. Okay, thank you. So we start by folding our material into two. In this case, we'll be folding it into four because I'm cutting out the front piece and the back piece together. So we'll be folding it into four. The front piece will be bigger than the back piece because it contains the button space. So it's going to be bigger than the back side, which is the very one on the floor. The very one down is the first front piece, then the one on top of it is the back piece. If you notice, the upper side of my front piece is bigger. I made it 3 inches while the down part is 2 inches because I want the buttonhole, I want it to be closed, like just the top part of it to be closed, then the down part to be open because it's not going to be all buttoned down. It's a shirt jacket, so I don't want button all through, so I made the upper part bigger than the down part. So I'll be inserting my shoulder measurements. I'll have to flip my tape because I didn't put it properly. So you have to start taking your measurements from the beginning, from the way I placed my tape. You have to insert your shoulder measurement divided into two. Then you insert your armhole. That's what I'm doing right now. You draw a straight line, just the way I'm doing. After inserting this measurement, you insert your bust measurement. Remember, while cutting, our measurements are being divided into four. Your bust measurement is divided into four plus your 2 inches sewing allowance. Then your waist measurement as well. For you to get your waist measurement, you place your tape on the shoulder part to your half length. My half length is 18, so that's where my waist measurement starts. So I'll insert my waist measurement in that angle. My waist measurement divided into 4 plus your 2 inches or 1.5 inches or 3 inches sewing allowance, depends on how big you want your allowance to be. So you bring the bust measurement down to the waist, then you curve it at the down part. Then using free hand, you curve your armhole. After that, you cut you cut it off. After cutting it off, at that down part, you come up by 1 inch or half an inch or 2 inches to give it a curve, a circled shape. Just have to curve it at the down part. So after doing that, you insert your neck measurement, the width and taking it by I'll measure 3.5 inches there. Then I'll come down by 1 inches depth. You're cutting the front and the back piece together, so I'm just doing the both of them the same thing, the same measurement. Then you go over to your shoulder part and you slant it. You come down by half inch just to give it a slant cut. So that is it for cutting of this shirt. Kind of normal basic body pattern on how to draft a normal top or shirt, or yeah, a normal top or shirt. So this is the hand, the sleeve part. I folded my material into two, and I'll also fold it again because I want to cut both the front, both I want to cut the two hands together. This is kind of just an easy something. I have to slant my tape like this and you know insert my arm measurements, your arm measurement divided into two, then my full length of sleeve, the full length of my sleeve, then the down part of my arm measurement. That's what I just inserted now. The other side is the upper part of my arm measurement. Normally this point here, you just come down by 3 inches, still the same thing. You get your markings and cut it off. I'll do a proper illustration on how to cut a sleeve in my next video. Then give it a notch at the midpoint. So my sleeves are ready. This is how it looks like. So now it's sewing time. I'm starting with the front piece. So I have to fold it like this. But before that, I need to give it a good press so it will be very easy for me to sew because it's a chiffon material. It's kind of bit hard. So after sewing it, I have to start, after ironing, sorry, I have to sew it. I'll have to sew the both sides like this. The both front part, I have to cover it up. That is the allowance I came out with. My button allowance. I have to sew it in like this. After sewing, you give it under press, a good press. You have to be careful with your iron while ironing because it might end up burning your material. So now I have to join the shoulder part to I have to join the front and back shoulder part together. Right side facing right side. That is front material facing the front material. The both front material. So I've done the joining. I've sewed it together. So after sewing it together now, I have to come down by 2 inches. That's the neck part. I have to come down by 2 inches at the neck part in the front at the in the front material. I have to come down by 2 inches to bring it down so my neck will balance properly. I won't be inserting collar to it. So I'm just coming down by 2 inches. I'll cut it out. Yeah, so I'm okay. If you want, you can come down by 3 inches depending on how deep you want it. But I don't want it that deep because it's gonna be kind of turtleneck something. So I'll insert my both sides measurements. Remember, I'll be dividing it into two now, but I won't be sewing it immediately. I have to insert my sleeve first before I have to insert my neck semi collar. I don't know what I should call that collar. I have to insert it first before I cover up this thing, the both sides. Then there's my sleeves. You fold it like this. So this is my armhole measurement, my arm measurement I marked. So I have to sew it down. So I have to take down my neck measurement now before I insert what I want to add to it, my semi collar. Yes, I don't know what it's called, so I'll just use semi collar, whatever. So you take down your measurements, you know how many you measured at that neck. My measurement totaled 23 and a half. So I'll cut out the material of that same measurement. This is what I'll be using for, should I call it bishop collar or what? So I'll be attaching it like this. Anyway, you know what I mean? I'll sew it all the way down. And after that, just look closely how I turn this thing now. I folded it first, then raised down this down part like this. Then I'll close up that side. I'll sew up that place and cut out the excess. Same thing applies to the other side actually. Yeah. So this is it. I have to turn it over like this. This is what I did. This is what I wanted to achieve. So I'll do the same thing at the other end. So I want to iron it first before I sew it down. So I'm done with my ironing. I'll go and sew it there. So normally I'm supposed to sew inside. I was supposed to sew it from here, this part, but I don't want the thread, my black thread, to show on this green material. So I have to turn it like this and make sure that this sewing part didn't come out. I need to be very careful at this part. So this is it after sewing it. It came out very well, very neat. So now I'll be closing the both sides. Yes, you divide your measurement into two in this case while closing it up. So I'll be sewing this both sides before I insert my collar. I have to close that my sleeve. I have to close the both sides, shape the clothes before I insert my sleeve. There are two ways of inserting sleeve. I want to insert my sleeve like this. Maybe in next video I'll show you another pattern on how to insert your sleeve. I think this one is kind of easy. Though they are both easy, whichever one you want to go with, it's fine. So this is the armhole point. I'm putting it together with the sleeve, the place I sew that the sleeve are down at the sleeve part. Put it together and sew it front side facing front side. So you place it like this and sew it all around. So this is the end result of it. I have to do the same at the other side and then give it a good press. So this is how it looks. This is the end result of my sleeve. Voila, my top is almost ready. Then I added pocket to this top. I have to use hemming gun. I attached it first on the pocket before sewing it on top of it. So after that I have to put my hook at my neck point, my neck collar. I have to put my hook like this. After inserting this one now, I'll insert the other part of the hook as well. At the other part of the hook, I didn't want it to show at the back part, so you just see how I did it. See how I sold it. It did not show at that part. It didn't show anything at all. You didn't have to see what I did, how I did it. There is no one will notice what I did there, and that's just it. So that's the end of this video. I hope you found it lovely, educative. So please try to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. Thank you, and may God bless you all. I love you all. Bye.